Hello, my dear students. Hope all of you are fine. Welcome to online classes of Milestone School and College. This is me, Shushmita Chakraborty from Sector 13. Today, I am going to conduct a class on Bangladesh and Global Studies, and the classwork now will be 51. Today, our topic will be from Chapter 8, Lesson 1. But before starting, I would like to ask you some questions from previous chapter, from our previous lesson. So I hope all of you can give me the answers properly. So let's start. Okay. So see here the first question. When was United Nations formed? Yes, I know this is a very easy question and all of you know this. Yes, tell me the answer. Yes, United Nations was formed on 24th October 1945. Okay, and why was it formed? Do you know this? Yes, to create brotherhood and mutual relationship among the world countries after the World War II. Okay, now let's go for the next. What is the full form of MDG? The full form of MDG is Millennium Development Goals. What it is? Millennium Development Goals. Now see the third question. What is the full form of SDG? Yes, SDG means what? Sustainable Development Goal. Sustainable, do you know the meaning of sustainable? Yes, it means which lasts for long. Okay, which lasts for long, which is a durable. The duration, the time of being something long. That is called sustainable. Not something which is which is for short time, temporarily established, not like that. Okay, now see how many goals are there of SDG? Yes, there are 17 goals of SDG. Okay, that is Sustainable Development Goals. What is the timeline of achieving SDG? Timeline of achieving SDG. Yes, the timeline is up to 2020, 2025 or 2030. Yes, it is 2030. So by this time, we need to achieve SDG, that is Sustainable Development Goals. Our goals should be achieved by this time. That's why it is called timeline. Okay, so this is the time limit. Now go for the next lesson. Before going to next lesson, I would like to show you some of the pictures. Okay, so can you see these pictures here? I hope all of you can see. The first picture is about Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Here we see Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Okay, and what it is about, we all can understand from the picture. It is about the speech of Bangabandhu, which he when he gave his speech. He gave his speech on 7th March 1971. Okay, so why? To accumulate, to take everyone's what? To motivate everyone for liberation war. Yes, so this was the picture of that. Now see, this is a flag where someone is showing the flag, or someone is showing something, some directions. We can very easily understand. Now see the third question, what it is. In the third question, we see that who were in that liberation war. Okay, that is Indian Army, Mukti Force, Pakistani Army, Rajakar al-Badr, all were in this liberation war. Then see what it is. It is about the what? It is about a picture while they have the Pakistani Army handover. Okay, while they have discharged their work, and we have got our country as an independent country, as an independent state, as an independent nation. See, here is a very lively picture where two persons are going with two flags. Okay, this is the symbol of independent country. And the last one, what it is about? It is history of 16 December 1971, our Victory Day. Okay, so all these pictures are showing something related to our country. Okay, so can you understand on which topic we are going to start today? Yes, it is about Bangladesh and her citizens. That is chapter 8, lesson 8. Can you see? Here is a flag. Okay, a moving flag is here of our country. So, see, actually today we are going to learn what is a state, what is a country, or what is a nation. Okay, and which things are needed to form a state. We all know that now we are independent. We all have an independent country which is known as Bangladesh. So, and how we have got this liberation, how we have got this freedom, we all know. After a long bloody war, 9 months bloody war, we have got this liberation. So, what? It is the thing is that it is very much known to all of you. Okay, about liberation war, you didn't participate there, but you all have come to know about this thing. Okay, you all have come to know about this thing through books. Now see, we have got to know that we have been liberated, we have got our freedom. But for the formation of a state, there are some things which are very much needed. Okay, we cannot form a country, a state without those things. Today we will get to know about all those things. Now let's see. Before going for lesson 1, before starting that one, we will read the initial part or the beginning of this chapter. Okay, you all can get this in your book also. Now see, Bangladesh and her citizens. This is the name of this chapter. Now everyone see, there was no existence. Existence means what? Presence. Okay, I have written all the meaning beside the words. See here, there was no existence of state in the primitive, that is earlier world, earlier times, even though man was born much earlier. We didn't get our birth by some years. Okay, people or human beings are getting the birth for long there. So man was born much earlier. Okay, man was born much earlier. But at that time there was no existence of state. People were not known about these things. These things were not known to people. Now see, with the change of time through various events, 5 to 6,000 years ago, some city-states were established on the banks of rivers and seas. So see here, we are developing day by day. Okay, at the earlier times, people used to live in the cave. Okay, in the caves. Then they started to know how to live, how to fire, how to light fire, how to live. They have learned how that they need to wear something. They have started making the clothes from the skin of the what? From the skin of the animals also. So they used to learn this by times, not in a single day. They used to learn it by times. So with the change of time and through various events, 5 to 6,000 years ago. How long can you understand? Underline this thing in your book. 5 to 6,000 years ago, some city-states. That means what? At that time, no, there was not a big city, big state. Sorry, there was not a big state. There are some cities, and like Dhaka is a city. Okay, Dhaka is a city of Bangladesh. So a city used to establish or used to do the work like a state, and it has individual governing body who is ruling the whole city. Everything is separated. It was used to behave, used to work, used to do its activities like it is something partial, and used to work as a state, that it is a country, but it is not. But at that time some city states were established. Actually this is the way how we have become in modern civilizations. At the first time they used to live in the caves, then on the banks, then on the city estates. Now we are going through the what? Individual states, modernization. Okay. So these things are very much related to each other. Now go for the next thing. That is, in the ancient time, the idea of state originated or created from the system of city states that I have just told you. Okay. So at the first time there was not one state. So there were some cities, and these used to behave, used to work like these are the states. This is a nation, this is a country. Not like that. In a country there are so many states. In a state there are so many cities. Now see, modern states, see here, modern states have been formed gradually. How? By day. Okay, modern states, modern countries have been formed gradually. Population of the present world is nearly 7 billion. So what is the total population number? That is around 7 million. All the members of this vast population are inhabitants or the citizens. Okay, the people, those who live in a country, they are called citizens or inhabitants. All the members of this vast population, that is big number of population, are inhabitants or citizens of one or the other states. Okay, so this is the initial thing. Now see, for example, we are the inhabitants of what? Inhabitants or citizens of the state named Bangladesh. The state named Bangladesh. What a state is, how a state is formed, what citizens mean, how citizenship is acquired, we will know all these things in this chapter. What we will get to know? That we are the citizens of a state named Bangladesh. We all know this. And we get to know what a state is, what is called a state, how a state is formed, what citizens mean, population means person, how citizenship is acquired. We all get to know this chapter, but today we will read chapter 1. Okay. So let's go for today's lesson. Okay. So see here in lesson 1, this is our work. Mainly today's lesson to be discussed is that one, lesson 1. Okay. Lesson is such an organization that has a definite territory, population, government, and sovereign power. So it can be said there are 4 elements to form a state. So what is a state, or what is a country, or what is a nation? It is an organization which will have some things, some definite things. Without this thing, you cannot make any state. So which things are they? Territory, that is a place, population, the people, those who are living, government, the one who is ruling this, sovereign power, that is independence. We are going to know about all these things more. So these are the what? These are the 4 elements to form a state. Okay. So now see elements of a state. As I have just told, that population, territory, government, sovereignty, all these are the important elements of a state. Without any one of these elements, a state cannot be formed. If you don't have the population, can you make any state? No. If you don't have the place, can you make any state? If you don't have someone who will rule who will run the country, can you form a nation? Never. So all these things are very important for formation of a state, for formation of a country, okay, or a nation. Now let's go further. Now see, there the pictures are here: territory, government, population, sovereignty. Now we are going to know about this thing in detail. Now see, population is an important element of a state. What it is? Population is an important element of a state. Population means what? The people, those who are living in one country. They are the population of that country. So population is the soul of a state. This is the center. This is everything. Without this, you cannot do anything. Okay, the main part, the main portion. Without population, a state cannot be formed. You have everything, but you don't have any people to live there. Can you make any state? Never ever. So see here what it is. Without population, a state cannot be formed. But there is no definite number or size of a state population. But it has not been told that yes, you must have to be these amount of population for making a nation. Okay, it can be a small number, it can be a large number. So what has been written? See, population of a state may be small or large. So underline in your copy that in your book that population of a state may be small or large. Now go for the next thing. As in China, the population is 137 crore and 20 lakhs. So what is the number? The number is 137 crore and 20 lakh. On the other hand, a small country named San Marino. See, here is a picture of San Marino. A small picture named San Marino has only 30,000 people. Can you imagine? Only 30,000. Whereas in China, the population number is 137 crore and 20 lakh. And in San Marino, the number is very small. A very tiny number, a very small number, a very poor number at all. Okay, and what is the number? Underline this thing in your book. San Marino has 30,000 people. So see, and from where we have got this data? From the population data sheet of 2015. We have already got to know by census we can get all this data very easily. Now see the next thing, that is about territory. See, isn't it a very nice picture? See what it is. Waters are moving. Okay, moving water. Now see, in the water the sky can be seen. Flowers are flown here. Okay, the flowers are flying. Now see, see here, territory is an essential element of a state. What kind of a state? What kind of element? Essential, that is very much important element of a state. Territory means water, land and the sky over it. It means, I am telling you easily, that the place where the country is, the place on which the country stands, okay, the particular area, the particular place, the particular region which that country have, this is the territory. Okay, it doesn't mean only the land area. It means the water area, water bodies inside it, the sky. This is my sky. In the territory of Bangladesh, the sky is mine. Okay, so see here, all these things are the part of territory. Such thing, Sundarban, it's a what? It's a forest, but it is still in our. Here we see river, we can get land areas, but all these things in our territory, in the territory of Bangladesh. Though India also has a very little portion of it, but the most part of ours. So we have the right on those things, not others. Now let's go for the next thing. See what is there. However, there is no definite boundary. No definite boundary. Okay, no definite boundary that this is the boundary. Here will be. Here it will be your territory. You need this territory. Need this place for making a nation. Yes, you must have a boundary of your territory, but it is not told that without having a definite boundary you cannot make any state. It has not been told. Okay, so If you have a place, the place can be, the territory can be small, the territory can be large. Whatever it is, you can make nation if you have the territory. Okay, standard size of territory. Now see, it means that the territory of a state may be large, very large, or very small. See, I have just given a picture. A very big picture, a very small one. Okay. Now, go for the next thing. So, I think you all have understood about what? About population and territory. Now, go for the next. See, there are two beautiful pictures of Singapore and Vatican City. Okay. So, before going this, I would like to show you something. See here. For example, the territory of India is about what? See here. 32,87,590 square kilometers. What it is? Can you see? Can you imagine how big it is? 32,87,590 square kilometers. On the other hand, the total land areas of Singapore and Vatican City are 693 and 0.18 square kilometers respectively. It means what? For Singapore it is 693 square kilometer. For Vatican City it is 0.18. So I have given you two pictures of map of those two states. So Singapore and Vatican City are city states. What kind of places they are? They are city states. But they were the cities and they started functioning. They started doing their activities like the states, and they are the city states. As I have told at initial times, some cities started functioning, started doing their activities like the states, and these states are called city states. Now, again I am showing you those pictures. See, two beautiful pictures. One is for Singapore, another one is Vatican City. You want to go there? Yes, we all want to. No, but our country is also a very beautiful country. If we can take care of it, we'll feel more blessed. Now see, what is government? Another element. Government is the system or to govern a state, a country or community. Okay, is another important element. I have written all the meaning here in brackets. You can see. Okay, government is another important element to form a state. All functions or activities of the state are performed by the government. So who performs all kinds of activities or functions? Government. If you don't have the government, you cannot run a state. If the nation doesn't have any government, the nation cannot run. Now see, the government makes law, rules to maintain peace and order of the state and to regulate the people. That is how people will move, how people will work, how people will do their activities. All things are maintained by what? Government. Now let's go for the next thing. See here. People abide by, that means follow. People abide by all legal order of the government and express loyalty. Loyalty means what? Faithfulness or reliability. So people abide by, people follow all legal, that is all lawful, all the rules, order of the government and express loyalty. It means what? That I am one person is faithful to his country. Okay, is reliable, trustworthy towards the government. These, while we are following all those things, that time we are showing that we are good people, we are loyal, we are maintaining all the rules. Now go for the next. So see, here is the logo, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh. See, someone is taking the what? Our flag. Okay, he is bearing our flag. Now see the next thing, that is sovereignty. What is the meaning of sovereignty? Independence, freedom. The most important element. What kind of element? The most important element to form a state is sovereignty, freedom. Okay, if you don't have the freedom, that time you cannot make the country. It is the highest and supreme power of the state. That is the highest power. By dint of, that means as a result or because of sovereign power. That is, you have freedom, the power of freedom. The state remains on top of all individuals and organizations. While you have the freedom, that time you will on top. Okay. With this power, the state can give any order, any command, okay, to anyone in the state. That is, yes, it is Bangladesh. Bangladesh government give us any kind of command, we are bound to do this and compel that and force him to carry out the order due to sovereignty. What does it mean? That because of this freedom, because of this sovereignty, independence, the state remains free from other state or power. So now others cannot poke their nose that yes, you will have to do this, you will have to do, no, nothing like that. We can go for any discussion. No one can give us or no one can force us. After all, sovereignty is the absolute, that is the maximum power or the complete power or the most important power to maintain peace, order and existence of the state. Okay, without this we cannot exist, we cannot live, we cannot survive, we cannot stay there. So I think all of you have understood this thing. I'll ask you some questions. This is very easy. What is a state? A state is an organization which must have what? Some definite elements. And what are these? Let's see the next question. What are the elements of a state? Yes, the elements are, yes, tell me, population, territory, government, and yes, sovereignty. So for making a state, you must have these elements. Okay, now go for the next thing, which is the most important element of the state, which is the most important. Yes, that is sovereignty. If you don't have the freedom, you cannot run the country. You have everything, but you don't have the freedom. You can go for other things, but before that, you must have the freedom. That's why we have got our freedom. We have got our people participating in the liberation war for getting that freedom. Now see how people of a state show loyalty towards the government by abiding by all the rules. Okay, following all the rules of the government, commands of the government. One can show, or people of a state show loyalty or faithfulness towards the government. What is called the soul of state? Yes, population is called the soul of state. Without this, it is not possible for anyone to make the country, make any nation. So, I hope all of you have understood all this lesson. Now, this is the time to give you the homework. Today's homework will be the related questions. Okay, you will learn all the related questions that has been discussed in this lesson. Okay, and also read the lesson properly. You must learn what is a state, what are the elements elaborately, because we have just learned all these things. The most four important things, what are they? Government, territory, population and sovereignty. So you all will learn these things properly. That's all for today's class. Hope all of you will follow this class and try to learn your lesson. If you have any kind of confusion, then talk to your subject teacher. That's all for today. Thank you all for being with us. Stay safe, stay home, and always try to maintain all those hygiene rules. That's all for today's class. Bye bye.